Everybody, y'all need to tune in with this shit. Don't play with it. You
Oh,
feel me?
appreciate you, man.
Everything organic. We ain't on no bullshit up
Never.
here. Motherfuckers doing homework and shit.
That's it.
And if they don't like your shit, they don't like your shit. So if you come up here, and they ain't asking about your music, but they like you as an artist, nigga, they don't like your shit.
All right, boys, this is officially episode 32 of the Within Range podcast with your boys Dom Juan and Jared Suter. And when I say we're stoked about this episode, that may be an understatement.
Absolutely.
I just have to acknowledge we don't have the actual bottle on the table, but I have to acknowledge that in these cups is Hennessy.
Get the thing.
It's only right that
Shout out Nas.
Yeah, it's only right that we got a bottle, Jared.
Hey,
Had to.
For this occasion, we had to. But this is a guest we've talked about really since almost the inception of this podcast.
Been almost a year now.
Almost a
year.
We knew we wanted him on. We were just waiting for it to happen. First time we heard him, we knew he was special.
Immediately.
Goes without being said. I'm going to call a Phoenix legend in the making, because I think he's a legend in his own right, and I think he's going to continue to become legendary. And as far as I know, he was the first Arizona artist to grace a 2K soundtrack.
I think so. We had Delion 22, right? Delion 22.
Okay, so we're going to get into that. This man is super talented. Interesting story on how we actually met him and got in contact with him. We're going to definitely talk about that. But we are here with South Phoenix's very own, from the 16. Kap Peezy.
Hey, what's happening with it though?
Cap, thanks for joining us, dude. We're honored to have you, man. We're honored to have you.
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm juiced about the situation.
Absolutely.
Ready to get straight to it. See what y'all finna shoot at me.
Yeah, we got plenty for you, dude. No shortage of it, dude. Long time in the making, so we had plenty of time to prep for this one. Very organic prep process too, because we just absolutely love
came natural.
Came natural.
Came natural, man.
Perfect.
But Cap, no, thank you, man, for coming on. We wanted you on to not only share your story and journey, but help bring ideas, inspiration, and creativity within range of all listeners, bro. So thank you.
For sure.
All right, so let's get into it, Jared. Cap, I think it's only right we kind of talk about kind of how we heard of you and then how we came in contact. Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right. So it was actually through Voss. Shout out Voss.
Shout out Boss.
Absolutely.
Shout out Boss.
Voss on the knobs.
Without Boss, there would be no peace, as Nick said.
He did say that.
He said it.
Man, but shout out to Voss. So yeah, we just, we're obviously, like we normally do when we have a guest on, Jared, we do our homework, we do our research.
Absolutely.
We came across a track. And once we heard that track, there was a feature on that track. It was obviously a Voss track. We're like, man, who's on that?
We got a little whiff of something.
Who's on that track? So we obviously asked Voss about it on the episode. He told us who Kap was. And, I asked straight up, I was like, am I able to get in touch with him? And he's like, yeah. He's like, there's a certain way you got to get in touch with him. Okay. there's certain steps you have to go through.
There was a particular barrier to entry. Not an insurmountable one though. Easily insurmounted.
Never insurmountable.
That's funny as hell.
So
shit.
So I had to go through the process, had to download it app, register, put in all my information. But anyways, bottom line.
It's all good, let them know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But listen, I wanted to share that story because that's important for me. And it's important, I think, for this podcast and for the guests we have on Kap, is because it shows, I think, how much we care, how much we understand when we hear great music, great things. And, I just knew I had to get in touch with them. So if I had to go through those steps to do it.
Small price to pay. Absolutely.
Come on.
Well worth it.
Worth it.
I'm happy y'all didn't forget about me, man.
No.
Everything.
Couldn't.
I highly appreciate
Come up on our shuffle too damn often for that, man.
He does come up. He does
coming
come
up way too often on the gym playlist for that, dude. Don't be curving them plates to that. I know that, dude. Shoot. Cheers to that, man.
Up,
man, cheers, bro. But anyways, so yeah, we wanted to share that story. So Kap, that's how we got in touch. Very positive convo. And it's crazy too. I got to say this. When you actually called me for the first time, I was with my homie at Twin Peaks. Shout out AJ. We were at Twin Peaks watching, I think it was the playoffs, and I get a call and I just knew. I was like, this is him. And I took the call in the back of Twin Peaks and we just chopped it up for however long that time was to chop
like
it up.
10 minutes. It's only 15, so we took the 10. And it was a good convo.
Bro.
Love that.
It was a good convo. I didn't even expect you to answer the phone, but you did that, though.
It was on a weekend, too. It was
and then Dom immediately made another phone call. I was like, no, wait, tell me about it. He's like, dude, it was dope.
I said, Jared, I just talked to the man. Talked to him. I heard his voice.
That's what's up, man.
But yeah, so again, wanted to share that story. And then I guess before we get into the first question, one particular thing that still stuck with me to this day that you said was same thing on the stance that like, oh, I never met you before, and you go, man, you don't know me from a can of paint.
Yeah.
I said you're right, bro. But that was just the connection, the vibe I felt, man. So
yeah,
100%,
man. So South Phoenix,
yeah, born and raised.
The 16th
Street or Ave?
Street.
Okay, and
you
The
called it.
original South
and baseline,
Side,
Southern, Broadway, Southern. Okay,
yeah.
all right, nice one. All right,
Yeah.
very good. I know it well.
So that's the start. That's the genesis.
That's the start, man. That's where it all starts, bro.
One of the few locals. Again, I mean, we've had. I guess we at this point we have had a fair amount, but it's not that common for people that don't know in Arizona. It's hard to find locals. So I mean, that's
how many
crazy.
locals have y'all had on the show?
Man, I mean, I guess not a lot at this point, but we probably had 2 to 3.
No, I would say
More?
I would say
5 or 6?
maybe like 5 to 10 somewhere in there.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, we've had 20 something guests. So I'd say about half we've had ended up having from local. Yeah, because we got
Maybe.
bands and Pretty and everyone.
Any of them from the South Side?
Oh,
most of
shoot.
them.
Yeah, we had
Mavericks.
Hey, I don't want to
Pretty.
give too much away, but we're walking on a South Side legend. Let me say that.
Yeah, man. So I mean, talk to us about the evolution, man. What was it like growing up in that area at that time?
That's like the heart of gangbanging down there. You feel me?
Okay.
So you got Broadway, you got the gangsters right there. You feel me? Park South, Lindo, Southern, the back streets, Hilltop,
Wow.
Southside Park, everything is right there,
Wow.
bro. So
Just in that small section?
just in that small section.
Wow.
You feel
Yeah.
me? So, you know, everything you gonna see a lot for sure. You definitely gonna see a lot, but we went through growing up on the South Side, you feel me? Just being kids, going through the bad stages, you know, going through the trials and tribulations, and, you know, just dedicating yourself to the principles that you stand on. It just depends if you wanted to wander off in the streets or not.
So Kap Capone. Did Kap Capone is obviously from South Phoenix, but let's get into how Kap Capone came to be.
Cap is the initials of my name, my full name.
Okay.
When I was locked up the first time, I think I was like 16, just turning 17 or something like that. The homie G Wiz, man. Shout out to the homie G Wiz, man. He from Grave Street. And he always called me Kap Capone. I didn't know why he always called me that. And at this time,
it sounds sick. It came off the tongue. It came to him one day. I love it.
And at this time, I wasn't even writing. I wasn't rapping. I wasn't doing none of that. You feel me? But he was like, "Hey, your name should be Kap Capone." I was like, "Why?" He was like, "Cause Capone means boss, and I could see a boss in you."
Damn,
that's powerful.
And ever since that day, I
kind of got a little motivator. Yeah,
you
dude.
feel me? But I had to
Trying to run
change
through
my
this door
name
right
because I
now.
started seeing people put the Capone at the end of their names like 3 years after, 2-3 years afterwards.
Dude, you know
So-
what? Yes, I saw one I saw a video when we were looking stuff up, and it was like Cap 1 Capone or something like that. I was like, wait, what is that? That's like when you like if my name wasn't available, I put the dot in between. It.
Right,
It's like,
correct.
What's going on?
Add
here?
a 2 at the end of it to keep
It's
it
like
going.
trying to follow your LLC. You know, we'll just make it that.
Man. And then so what was the evolution like from Kap Capone to Kap Peezy? Was that just a name change or
It was just a quick name change, real quick. But Kap
Little
Peezy,
rebrand?
actually Kap Peezy though, the homie Corn, shout out to the homie Corn.
Corn?
He from the South Side too. He always not just him, even a couple of other people, but they always used to be like Kap Peezy. Just on some whatever type shit. Like that's just what came to their mind.
They just came naturally. That's
You feel me?
that's the best one. Those are
And
the best
then,
nicknames.
and then the homie be like, Kap Peezy, please believe me. so it just meshed, bro. So, you know, I stayed with that. But I actually been going through I'm thinking about going through a transition.
A rebrand?
Oh,
A rebrand?
wow. You heard it here.
Yeah,
Heard it
bro.
here.
What do y'all think about this, bro? I've been thinking about. Actually, nah. This is just
Cap Cactus. No,
this
just
is
kidding.
this should be my alter ego.
Dude, okay. This is like your...
Keep going.
Okay, so Kap Peezy is more on like the gritty side, the street side, prison, pain, you feel me, Jack Boy shit, whatever. 60 Deuce is more on some more like grown shit, like music for the That's more on some grown shit, like for the women.
I was gonna say it sounds like Enrique Iglesias, dude.
Credit and you feel me, everything just on a mature level.
Okay, yeah,
you feel me,
yeah.
And 60 Deuce, it means 602. I just took the E of Deuce and made it a French correction.
Oh yeah, I recognize that.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I've been thinking about about going with 60 Deuce from my alter ego. So I'm putting everything into play, bro. I'm putting everything into play.
Listen, if you want an early opinion, I rock with it.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, if this could be the early focus group,
look,
lock it in, dude.
What do y'all hear?
What
do y'all hear or what do y'all see?
I'm ready.
When y'all hear
when I
or
hear
see
that
the name 60 Deuce.
So first off, I think a Deuce the drink, right? Yeah. So I think a mix of like, you're clearly representing 602 Phoenix, but you're also representing like, man, I can get it in, but at the same time,
I just picture a smooth motherfucker.
I'm maturing. We're talking about grown topics. It's an
operator.
It's an evolution from where he came before.
Yeah. A grown man operator, a smooth man. I love that.
Most definitely. I fuck
That's
with
what
that.
I hear.
Yeah, for sure.
That's you collaborating with like The Weeknd. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's you in The Weeknd.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
Everything.
That's some Mario Winans, I think, dude. All right, so speaking of, I guess on a similar topic, your sound, bro. I just want to say this, like,
which one?
So the first song, which we're gonna get into when we get in the music, I don't want to name the song now, but the song that I first heard with Voss when I was listening to you, I just knew from that song alone that you had a very like distinct sound. It was very specific.
What do you mean by this? Like, are you talking about like the quality, or are you talking about my voice? Like,
yes, I would say it's distinct. It's everything.
Just distinct.
You just, to me, after listening to your music and going through your catalog, I know when you're on a track, right? I can tell. It's just you have
Man, hit that thing, bro. That's what I've been working for.
So
bro.
My question, okay, is how would you describe your sound? Because I have my own views, but from you yourself, man, how would you describe it?
That's crazy because I never even really thought about that before. You stunned me with that one. But let me see.
Take your
my
time.
sound.
Take your time.
While you're thinking about that, I'll say this. I'll buy you some time to think. When just from your reaction right there, that's why it's distinct. We're 100%. That's why he doesn't know. He doesn't know it because you didn't sit up one night and you were like, you know what? If I take 20% St. John, 20% The Weeknd, maybe like a little Meek Mill, little Willie North Pole, and then I thought dash in a little Louis. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you didn't do that. It just you just. It sounds like you walked up and this just came out of you, and that's why it's like it needs to be acknowledged.
I can say this about my sound. I knew my sound was effective when the Uber lady was crying to my music.
No way. Wait. Which one?
Please explain.
Okay, so I was going to the studio. I just had crashed my car, and I had a studio appointment on 35th Avenue in Dunlap, and I was coming.
That's out there.
And I was coming from 67th Avenue in Levine. And shout out to the homie Cyrus. That's the studio I was going to. Man, he finally made it too, man. I got to put the clappers on him for it.
Was that at 1:07 a.m. or no? No.
No. This is bad. Me and him been working for a little minute, but man, he finally got on. But anyways, so I got the Uber and the lady heard me in the backseat rapping, and she wanted to hear a song of mine. And I didn't want to disrespect her because I seen in her car that she was Christian, like, you feel me? And so I was like, you sure? Because, I see that, you
damn,
godly like
that
and
was
stuff
perceptive
like that.
of you,
feel
damn.
me? So she was like, no. It's all good.
She's like, Jesus understands.
So yeah. So I played this song called I can't remember the song name, bro. But it was featuring the homie KG. Shout out to the homie KG too. He from Cali. And bro, she was listening to the music and her head was nodding. We got off the freeway and now we're in the African apartments on 35th and Dunlap, bro. And I paused the song and she was crying, bro, sniffling and stuff like that. And she was like, I have to tell you that your voice is so powerful. Dude. And you have a voice that will control the whole world. It's just up to you on how you gonna get to that level to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I've had a few people cry to me over my music, bro.
That's crazy.
You feel me? Man. So I knew right then and there, like, yeah, it's serious. Everything.
Wow. I recognize it was something special, Jared. I know you could probably say the same, man.
Right out of the gate. Yeah.
It sounds.
Second we heard it,
it's in his voice, which you got
from the first. Hey, yeah, yeah. From the first one you hear, dude, you're like, oh shit, bro. What song was it? I don't want to. There's one song, dude, bro. I had to bust one out. I've been prepping that too. My fiance will vouch for me, dude. She'll be like, he been in his office. So, hey, yeah, yeah.
Everything. Hey. That's Gucci's on her feet.
No, that was I think that was Curve.
That was Curve.
Hey, okay.
But you did there was what did you hold on, we won't usually would save for the music, but really quick because we're on it.
Go ahead,
what was it? You did a freestyle to a song. You did the box. It was funny because that's a great intro on that beat. Like that's a well produced like intro, and that's like that song draws you in. And then it was sick because I love that hearing that intro, and then all of a sudden and you're like, oh shit,
yeah, it's Kap Peezy.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all, man.
Studio,
this one.
Oh yeah, and that's what does fit with that. Yeah, it's just like, dude, literally we were talking about earlier. I was joking with Dom. It's like literally just feels like it's like Kap Peezy featuring Kap Peezy on a song sometimes. And
that's what's up, bro.
And it's cool because it's very multidimensional because it's not just that you have a range of sounds, like you have a range of sounds, but topically you're all over the map too. Yes. It's just like that gives you so much to play with,
and sometimes
so much lane.
Sometimes in the same song,
he
switches it up topically and with his voice.
100%.
Incredible.
It's crazy.
Y'all pay attention, huh?
Oh, absolutely, dude. Come on.
See, you feel me? This
is it literally feels like a different
song. Around me. You feel me?
No, wait, we're here to gas you up.
God bless y'all, bro. God bless y'all, bro.
Dude, damn, I don't even want to.
Okay,
I'll say.
I know that part 2 is gonna be lit. Yeah, all right, so Kap, I want to get through a few more questions, and we'll take a break and get into music. But just to get kind of real for a second, I also remember in that conversation you and I had when you had called me. You know, aside from the can of paint, there's another thing that stuck with me. So I remember asking you, when you were in, have you been writing? You know, have you been creating? And you told me that being in there killed your spirit.
Yeah, bro.
That hurts.
And that stuck with me, bro, because I was like, dang, like just knowing the talent of just what I heard and not having spoken to you, and then finally getting the opportunity to hear you, and I could tell you were a good dude, and just the vibe I got just over the phone. And then when you said that, I was like, man, I felt a certain way about it. And there was just never motivation for you in an environment like that.
Yeah, bro. For anybody that's ever been in prison or anything, county, whatever it is, juvenile, bro, when you start up in them gates and that gate slide and it closed right behind you, bro.
I can't even imagine. No.
That shit OVAO. Everything, like you just thinking about a whole bunch of different shit. You thinking about how you could have did this different. You thinking about why did you do this like that. You thinking about why was I fucking with these niggas? Why I didn't listen to my girl. My girl kept telling me to stop fucking with these niggas. Moms is this and this and this and that. Baby moms woo woo. It's just everything, bro. So that shit right there. And now I have kids now. See, the first time I went in, I didn't have kids.
Okay.
And I guarantee you, if I didn't have kids right now, I'd probably be in prison right now.
Wow.
So now this time, having 6 kids, bro, it hit me a whole lot different. And knowing that I'm away from my kids, I gotta see my kids grow through video. You feel me? Hearing my kids' voices change over time through the telephone.
Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah. Wow.
You know, little updates and shit from wifey about the kids. And
they're crawling now or doing this or that.
You feel me? They crawling, they taking steps.
Saying a word.
You know, Kylan finally sitting on the potty
the training potty. You porta potty.
I'm trying to go through it now. It's tough. Bro.
It's the Hennessy right now, bro. Don't even trip. But yeah, bro, like all of that, bro, and like that's what molded me to be a whole nother person. So all of that, it killed my spirits, bro. Like everything that I was thinking about was just pain. And then I'm getting messages, pain. Phone calls, pain. Everything. Yeah. So now I'm soaking up all this pain and dealing with it, this and that, hearing other people's situations and struggles and shit like that. And you feel me? It's just not. I don't understand how niggas could just go up in there and just want to be a rapper. Bro, I swear on everything I love, bro. I get kudos to the homie. I forgot his name, but this little nigga right here, every single day he got up, bro, in the morning. He would get up and walk the yard, bro, all damn day, just beating his chest, rapping.
Wolf of Wall Street
swinging
style?
his arm. Hell yeah.
Those are rookie numbers. You gotta bump them numbers up. You know what I'm saying?
He do that shit every single day, bro. And I'm not talking about rapping under his breath.
That is some Matthew McConaughey shit too.
Shit.
Out there shirtless.
And bro, it's for me, it's
wow.
Nah, bro.
It's not conducive to creativity. Yeah.
Nah. Do you see I ain't gonna lie, bro. I probably had under 20 raps. Probably less than that.
But do you think in a way, while you weren't directly like outputting necessarily creative stuff there, you're still soaking things in, it's still an experience, like there's still probably an artistic like outlet there for you that can come later, you know what I'm saying? Like
so
it's like
while I'm not
it's almost like a sponge, you soak it up, you can wring it out a little later, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what it was. Even though I can't do what I want to do now, I know when I get out, it's stuck in my head. This is an everyday event for me.
It's cool because it's cool to hear people make raw music from potentially being locked up that they wrote, you know, in that situation. Because of course you want to hear that mindset, but it's also going to be very interesting to hear your take on it after having had time to process it at a higher level of maturity, coming back and stuff. Like that's going to be cool, man. It's going to be cool take. We're excited to hear it, dude.
For sure. I'm definitely excited, bro. I ain't playing no games. I'm not flailing around no more, bro. I'm not flailing around. I feel like before I caught my case, I was just flailing around. I was just dropping music just to be dropping it. I didn't have no plan.
See what you mean. Okay.
I didn't have no connects. You feel me? The only thing that was a plus out of the whole situation of flailing was making 2K. That was the only thing. And after 2K, everything started happening for me.
I just want to say, for those that don't know, 500,000 on Spotify and YouTube combined alone. Yeah. That's not Apple Music either. I'm sure there's another probably few 100,000 on there. You're probably looking better part of 1 million on that song. That's crazy, dude. Like that's a number. One thing I wanted to ask from that, dude, it's not a secret that artists don't make a lot of money from even wild stream numbers.
Nah, bro.
Like, what do you see from that? I mean, you don't have to put a number. I mean, just how minuscule, ballpark. Like, what? Because there's a lot of artists out there that would think like, if I could get a song to 321,000 fucking plays on Spotify, I'm there. I'm gonna be good, and I've like hit a certain level. And it's what does that represent to an artist? So, and it's sad because that is a huge milestone. Like, that's crazy. That's an insane amount of people to have heard it. You know?
Yeah. That right there with the 2K shit, I would rather tell y'all that off of camera.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
But just know, let's say an artist got 4,000 streams. It's only like $12, $13, bro.
Okay.
You feel me? Like
okay.
$14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's perspective.
Sounds a little better than I thought, but I see what you're saying. It's not.
It's still sucky.
But can you imagine when they were selling records and stuff? You know, just can't even.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Cap, I gotta ask, man, because I'm a parent of 2, and you said 6.
Yeah, bro.
What is that like? Because again, just from my perspective, I got my struggles with my little guy, and it gets stressful and it gets hard. But it sounds like your kids mean a lot to you, and it sounds like they're a big motivating factor in your life. So what is being a father of 6 like?
Bro, everything. I never expected that. 6 kids, bro.
I'm picturing like a Kap Peezy Brady Bunch intro. You know what I mean? It's the story of a man named Kap Peezy.
Everything.
He had 3 kids of his own.
Oh shit.
Yeah. 6 kids is just, it makes me stand on my shit, bro. If your kids don't make you stand on your shit,
Bro,
I don't know what the fuck you got going on.
It's been working well for Nick Cannon, and you're starting to give him a run for his money because that guy keeps working for as many kids as he's having, dude.
Yeah,
You're giving him a run.
And it's just like having kids makes me look at life a whole lot different. It makes me look at having friends a whole lot different. It makes me look at loyalty a whole lot different.
Wow.
Trust a whole lot different. It makes having kids, bro, having a family period of your own makes me look at all of that shit different from when I was committed on standing on a certain type of principle growing up. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
they make me go harder. It be hard at times, bro, because I got shit. It's 3 mothers involved.
Okay.
You feel me? So
that's a whole nother level on top of that.
So
no wonder the music's so multi-dimensional. Come on,
Hey, I was thinking about making baby mama music. You feel me?
I do.
Everything, but
I think Rich says that on one of your tracks on your album, dude. He goes, all the baby mamas know the lyrics to my song.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I got one baby mama that's just a knucklehead. I got another one that's cool, and I'm with the last one.
Okay.
So you feel me? It's
a lot to juggle.
Knucklehead, I like that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
That's kind. I'll leave it there. I'll just say that's just a kind. I know, because a man to man, I just a knucklehead. Yeah. Skin a little noogie. You're so silly. Yeah, no, just kidding. Come on.
No, man. No, I had to ask, man, because again, it just goes back to I think the type of guy you are, and it shows in your art.
Yeah,
it shows the type of person you are.
I
think there's another factor that when you listen to your music, not to say that it's like a big influence, but I would assume that you're a Tory Lanez fan.
Yeah.
At least a couple freestyles, 2 or 3, right?
Yeah,
2 or 3
man.
freestyles over some Tory Lanez too.
So I'll be honest, like I've never really dived into Tory's music. I couldn't say like I know like a lot of his influence, but what drew you to Tory overall? Would you say,
bro? The first person that introduced me to Tory Lanez, and it wasn't even on purpose, was my bro. We was listening to a song called Demon Low.
Wait, hold on. By Enrique Iglesias?
No,
Wait, which
Tory
one?
Lanez.
Oh, Tory Lanez, Demon Low. Oh, there's an Enrique Iglesias song called Demon Low.
Maybe Tory Lanez stole it from Enrique Iglesias.
It's a Spanish version of the Ping Pong song. Yeah.
He showed me that song, and then he showed me that Tony Montana, and I was like, ugh, this nigga right here know how to use his vocals. And my mom's is a singer. Her mom's is a singer.
Wow.
You feel me? Her sister is a singer. Her pops is a singer. My pops play the piano, everything, bro. So you feel me? And
you got 6 kids. You know how many of them are gonna be able to sing?
Man,
dude, you're gonna have your own choir. Dude. You'll be on America's Got Talent.
Jackson 6.
America's
the Kap Peezy 6. Not the Jackson 5. The Kap Peezy 6. Sign them up.
Shit, 2 of them already one want to be a rapper, and one want to be a singer. My daughter want to be a singer.
Get out of here. That's awesome.
She know every single song, bro.
Of yours or just current
just in general? Okay. Yeah, she's singing.
Yeah.
She's singing. That's
she's
awesome.
She's only 7.
Wow.
She'll be 8 in April. And yeah, bro, she know all the
That's
old
crazy.
school.
Really?
Old school.
Like what?
Fuck all the
she's not doing the Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B. She ain't singing no WAP.
She'll hear it, but she knows shit like Alicia Keys.
Oh, hey, I saw her in September. My girl and I saw
me?
Alicia in September, dude. She was crazy.
Yeah.
That's all. September?
Justin Timberlake. You feel me?
Dang.
Stuff like that.
You're educating her very well.
Like that. So, and I keep her in tune on old school music. You feel me?
Nice. You're the balancing factor. She'll get the new stuff from other people.
For sure,
you don't need to do that. Yeah, you're the balance it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's way too many samples and stuff going on right now that kids have no idea. And it's like that's one of the first signs of getting old. I'm finding out is like, oh, there's kids that I remember my mom would listen to some of my music in the early 2000s. She'd be like, you know that's a, and I'd be like, no, like don't say that. Like this is this song.
Yeah.
And like now I'm like, okay, I get where it comes from. You're
Yep.
like, oh my gosh, these kids,
Yep.
they're not even original.
Yep.
Man. So Kap, you just exposed something that I'm kind of shocked we didn't discover in our homework on you, but you come from a musical background and family?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like I started playing the drums at 2.
The drums.
Yeah, mom's bought me I'll never forget it. We went to the swap meet. She bought me a drum set at 2. It was yellow and white.
That's sick.
And the drumsticks was plastic. And I started playing the drums in church.
Wow.
Yeah, and then mom, she would sing. And then Pops, he played the organ too.
No way, the organ, huh?
Yeah,
Nice, my siblings played the organ.
So everybody has a little piece of music in them.
Dude, could you imagine what the music industry would be without church?
You feel me?
Can you imagine what the music industry would be without?
Me?
Bro, I my girl loves American Idol. My girl loves American Idol, and you think the last thing I think about being like associated with church is Katy Perry of all people, just because how she came. Bro, she started singing in church. You know what I mean? Like everyone.
Did you see when she was talking about that?
I saw her talking about it a few times on the show, just when I'm sitting with her, but I haven't heard like a speech on it or anything. But yeah, she talks about it with some people.
She's like, I wanted to be a Christian singer, and it just didn't work, so I sold my soul to the devil.
That's
damn.
Sick.
She don't give a fuck.
Probably a little more.
Like, clearly not, dude.
Honestly, I watch that show. I watch
that
show, and sometimes I'll be sitting there with my girl and I'm watching. I'm like, you can tell when the medication balance wasn't right that day, dude. And she's just a little wackier, dude. On the show. She's a little wild, dude.
For sure.
But no, seriously, like all jokes aside, like the music industry, not associated with being Christian necessarily, but if so many people that are into music just end up coming up from that, dude. Because you learn how to play music, you learn how to sing, you learn how to harmonize, you're learning everything, dude. You learn it all from that.
A lot of harmonizing comes from the gospel singing.
Yeah, 100%.
All that soul, all of that, bro. So that took a big part. You know, I even sung in a choir a couple of times, and I was singing. I think I was singing alto and I was singing tenor.
Dang, okay,
So,
all over.
Me? So yeah, and I was a little kid, bro. I wasn't even 10. You feel me? I was single digits.
Damn, okay.
So you feel me? Music's just always been.
You were belting it then.
Yeah, music's just always been in my life, bro. So it's amazing to see how far it came and then hear it actually coming off that Pro Tools program, bro. It's just crazy.
It's a different feeling.
It's crazy, bro. Everything.